Hello and welcome. I am Thilo. In this video I want to talk about the many different ways how to hold a spear or a lance in a combat situation. So there are many different possibilities to hold the spear with the different types of spears or lances you have. I know not every spear was short like this. We have Sarissa up to 5 to 6 meters long. The Contos 3.5 meter long, the medieval lance 3.5 meter long, the modern lance from the modern lancers 19th to early 20th century 3.5 meter long, and then you have of course these short little bit more than 2 meter long spear. So there are many different ways to hold this, and I try to show you what I found out about this topic. So the first, of course, is the very well known hold with the spear in the overarm position, with the point below the little finger to thrust more or less downwards to every direction and backwards. It's even this seems to be very good. On the left side, it's not that easy to push with the overarm grip. What it is in combat between two horsemen, that makes it very good to thrust over the edge of a shield. Your opponent has to see something, so he has to keep the shield under his eyes so you can thrust downwards over the edge of the shield. You can do these sliding thrust like this and grab in the end of the spear and have then this position. The thread idea from the second thread channel to throw the spear and keep it in the rear end. And if we have such a grown shaft, it becomes thicker on the end, so it sticks more in your hand if you throw it. That's the way to hold the spear. In the center you find pictures where they have this in the rear end, especially if they thrust or step to something what is deep on the ground. So this makes sense as well. The next thing is how to change the grip from the overarm grip to the underarm grip in the center of gravity from the spear. So there are a few different possibilities. The first thing is very simple. You just can throw it and grab it in the air like this or like that. So if you train that, it's very easy to do, even during riding. So then there is a second very close possibility, what I have seen in the second thread channel from Thread. He is changing with the fingers, something like this. Here, between the middle and the ring finger, you can change that very easy, very simple, very fast, without throwing that in the air, that spear, and have always contact to the shaft. It's very simple to do that between thumb and index finger of your left hand where you hold the reins. So they put the spear between these fingers, hold it, and change the hold. It's very comfortable to do that if you have to fight an enemy on the left side. So from here, change that to here, and other ways like this. Very simple. The third possibility is to twist the whole spear. There are two ways. At first, you just twist the spear and then change the grip to do your things, whatever you want, in both directions. First twist the spear and then grab. And the other possibility is what I have seen in a Polish tutorial. It's change the hand first and then twist the spear. Change the hand first and then twist the spear. So these are the simple things to change from the underarm grip to the overarm grip. Okay, then we have the middle stance or the underarm grip with the spear in the center of gravity. Even if we have a very long one, 5 to 6 meters, these are rissa, hold in the middle, in the center of the gravity. Or if you have a short one, it's the same thing. So you hold it in the middle, and then you are possible to thrust in every direction. Here, here, there. If you want to fight with a one-handed spear, you best try to control the spear with the second point of your body. So you can do this to push it to the chest, or if you want to thrust this way, here under the armpit, keep control of it. Or if you want to work to the left side, hold it with the elbow. Yeah, that's very simple. And what it makes better to use with the support of the second part of your body is if you hold it in a different position at the really rear end. You find pictures, especially from Greece, from ancient Greece, where they hold the spear in this manner, very on the end, so you have the maximum reach in every direction. And it's not that hard to do that if the spear is light. If you have a heavy spear, and we all want to have heavy spears because they don't have to break, we bought it one, so let's give me thick, clumsy spear. No, if they are light, you can really do this, and there are many things possible as well. And so in the rear end, and if you can support that with the elbow or the hand, the back of the hand, or the shoulder, then you can do many things with these light spears. This is what you can hold here and there. That leads me to the next thing. You can hold a spear in both hands. The only thing you have to think about what to do with your reins. And you could put them over the left arm and then fight like this, with the rear end grip and the more in the middle, and you can slide with your spear forwards in every direction, or you even can do a blow with a spear. If you put your reins over the saddle, then you even can change your hands, like in combat on ground. So this is a thing what you find either in ancient times to the 6th century AD. So what you can do as a cataphractoi or heavy armored lancer. What I've seen as well is with the holding with a shield, center grip shield, and you can even do this if you have a center grip strapped shield or a straight shield. That's no problem. And you can find those pictures in medieval artwork as well, where you have a medieval knight stabbing in this manner. Okay, now let's come to the medieval types of holding the lance, and the very well known is the very first hood or guard by Lichtenauer, Ruther, whatever. So on the right side, couched under the armpit with the point straight to your opponent, and it must be the same on the left side. What they tell you always with the on the right side with the point towards the face of your opponent. With the really end below your arm, don't do this like this. It makes no sense. So put it in this way. Then you have the second hood. This on the left side with the point down. You can thrust the horse or do a technique from this position. In the Fiore dei Libri, it's called the fourth tooth, so you have to raise it if you want to hit your opponent. Yeah? That's the second hoot. Then you have the third hoot by Ruta and Lichtenauer. It's like half swording, that's why I call it half spear, in both hands and over the saddle, and then you can do to both sides hit with the lance to do something. There are sometimes you find these hoot a little bit different, so they keep the reins in the hand and put it on the left arm, and this reminds me on the first hoot with the sword, where you have the you rest the sword on the left arm to do something. Yeah, but it's that's basically the same. If I have it here or there. So then, you see, these medieval lances were on very different usage. The Fiore dei Libri shows a fourth guard. It looks like this. So he rests the lance on the left shoulder, and he calls that the Queen's Guard or Women's Stance. Whatever, I don't know. So, and you can do things like this or like this from these stands, and you don't give your point to your opponent that he can't manipulate your point. So that's quite sensible. This way, or maybe this way, or here. So I have to find out more about this Queen's stand, Queen's Guard. And he says always that's the left side, so there might be a right side Queen stance as well. I don't know. Okay, and then the Fiore dei Libri shows a fifth guard. It's couched under the left armpit to become strong. So this is what you either can find. I'm not sure if that is very comfortable, but I told about the second part of your body where you should support your spear. So that seems to be something like that. He calls that makes you very strong. Yeah, that might be a possibility to couch it under the left arm, under the right arm, under the left arm. So I don't know. I have to find out more about this as well. What you can do with that. These are, as far as I know, the different ways to hold a spear, a lance, and to fight with a lance and a spear. So thank you for watching my video. If you like that, subscribe or give me a thumb up, and you're welcome to discuss what I have shown you. Okay? Tschüssi.